What's up, guys? Back for another Honkai Star Wars video, and of course we got to do it. Should do something for Robin. Last but definitely not least, definitely the most popular rerun. The amount of people who I thought had FOMO when it came to Black Swan does not even compare when it comes to Robin. I swear, the second she left, it was just, why didn't I summon for Robin? Why didn't I summon for Robin? I should have summoned. I can't believe I lost my 50-50. I should have saved more. I should have saved more. I can't believe I lost my 50-50. I'm saving until her rerun. I'm saving until her rerun. It was crazy. An absolute absurd amount of people regretted not summoning on Robin. And I'm going to tell you, yeah, or show you. Well, if you can see blurred gameplay. Anyway, I'm going to tell you why that is. And then, of course, at the end, I'll tell you if you should summon or not. Now, Robin is a 5-star physical harmony character. She is very cool because her ult actually sings and is not copyright striked. So that is good, because imagine every time I ult I had to cut out the music. That'd be absolutely terrible. Unfortunately, it is the same song every time, but I mean, hey, maybe they'll add more in the future, but it is still one of the coolest ults in the game just because it actually sings. Like, that's pretty damn cool, right? I don't know if we're going to get ults like that in the future, because we'd have to have another singer character, which would be kind of weird, but very cool, unique ult. But let's go over her skills. So her basic attack is your basic 100% attack, physical damage. It's the same as everybody else's ult. Well, most of everybody's ult, right? Or, sorry, ult, basic attack. Then her skill increases damage dealt by all party members by 50% for 3 turns. This duration decreases by 1 at the start of Robin's every turn. This is good because instead of every turn, it's every one of Robin's turns. Meaning, if you have a very slow Robin, it'll take Robin a while to act, and you can have characters attack 2-3 times, whatever they're doing, right? And the buff will keep going until it is Robin's turn. This will also play into her ultimate, because her ultimate makes it to where she's not going to act, and then by the time she acts again, you still have your skill going off because she hasn't acted yet. Very nice. Then her ultimate, Robin inserts the concerto state and enables teammates excluding this unit to immediately take action. So she has an AoE action advance that is massive. While in Concerto, increase all party members' attack by 22.8% of Robin's attack plus 200. Moreover, after every attack by party targets, Robin initially deals 1 instance of physical supplemental damage equal to 120 of her attack, with its crit rate set to 100 and its crit damage set at 150. Yes, this attack always crits. While in Concerto, Robin is immune to crowd control debuffs and cannot enter her turn or take action until Concerto ends. Concerto countdown appears on the action order bar. When the countdown turns begin, Robin exits the ult state and immediately takes action. The countdown has a fixed speed of 90. This means if you want to build a super fast Robin for whatever it means, I mean, I'm not going to judge. I think you should build her slower but fast enough to still, be able to get her ult off or get more energy. We'll get to that in a second, right? Because her skill obviously is going to be giving her a good amount of energy. You won't have to worry about, oh, I wish she was slower, I wish she was faster, and then, slower when her ult went off. It's always going to be 90, which should give you a decent amount of attacks in before she leaves her ult. Then her talent increases all party members' characters' crit damage by 20%. Moreover, after party targets attack enemy targets, Robin regenerates 2 energy. That's just free crit damage, 20%, just for free, just for existing. Crazy. Come on, 20% crit damage just for existing, and she already is boosting attack by 50% and does everything with her ult for even more damage. Yeah, she's pretty damn good. Then her technique is, after using technique, creates a special dimension around this unit for 15 seconds. Enemies within this dimension will not attack Robin, will follow Robin while the dimension is active. After entering battle while the dimension is active, Robin regenerates 5 energy at the start of each wave. Only one dimension created by party members can exist at the same time. Very cool ult. I like how they follow around because she's singing, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Robin, and they chase her around. Very cool. Then her bonus traces are, while using a skill, regenerates 5 energy. This is what I meant by sometimes you want her to have a little bit more speed, so when she comes up and can skill, if you don't have enough energy, this could help you get some more energy. Plus, you might be able to get 2 skills off if needed. There's many times where I wish Robin acted a little bit faster so she'd be in a cycle, but that's obviously by a play-by-play basis, depending on, what your teammates are, who you're fighting, and, what's happening in the fight. Then her second one is while her ult is active, increase all party members crit damage dealt by 25% when launching follow-up attacks. This is why she is mainly used in follow-up attack comps, but I'm telling you right now, she does not care about that. It's just an extra buff. Everybody can use this character on their team. It is crazy. Then her third bonus trace is when the battle begins, this character action is advanced forward by 25%. Pretty much what this does is allows you to frame one skill, and you'll be just shy of your ultimate. You do a couple of attacks, or Robin gets hit, and then you're able to ult. Pretty much what you want to do most of the time is have Robin's skill, you get the damage up from the skill, then your 3 party members attack, and then you either ult, or you get ult upon like normal attacking with Robin the next time she's up, and you're good to go. Most of the time, you'll have ult before it's Robin's turn again. You ult, action advance everybody, and you're good to go. Her stat bonuses are 28% to attack, 18% to HP, and 5 speed. Speed, counterintuitive sometimes, but that's fine. HP is good because it helps her survive because she's still on the field, and then she scales off attack, so W to attack, right? So overall, these are all W traces. The only really thing you could replace speed with, I guess, defense, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Then her dupes, while I never recommend going for dupes always because it is kind of an investment, she's definitely a character that you should potentially go for dupes if you don't really need to summon on anything, and that is E1. While ult is active, all party members, all type res pen increases by 24%. That is just a big damage buff just from having your ult up. It is insanely good. It has caused characters, even 4 stars, to be able to clear stuff they normally couldn't with other supports. It is such a good ult. It's like having Ruin Mei E1, where everyone's like, oh, you gotta get Ruin Mei E1. If, you gotta get her when she comes out or when she reruns. It's the same thing. Just makes the broken support even more broken. Then her E2, while the ult is active, all party members' speed increased by 16%. The talent's energy regeneration effect additionally increases by 1. So not only are you getting more energy, but you also get a speed buff, which is huge because that lets your characters take action even more before Robin's ult ends, which results in more energy because you're getting more energy from E2, as well as getting more energy from them attacking because of her talent. So very, very good dupe. 3 and 5 obviously are the basic attack, talent, ult, all that stuff. Obviously the ult is going to be pretty helpful and all that, including her talent, skill. So they're actually pretty nice because it helps her support better and of course get more damage off. Then her fourth dupe is when using ultimate dispels crowd control debuffs from all party targets. While Robin is in the ult state, increases the effect res of all party units by 50%. Excuse me? The one thing Robin had above Sparkle was the cleanse. E4 Robin, while being E4, so you really have to invest in the Robin, which is not a bad thing. She's like the best support in the game. Makes it to where you have an AoE like Bronya skill, basically, in her ultimate. That is crazy. Plus the effect res by 50%. Like, most people have a couple rolls in effect res, just because that's how relics are. Sometimes you'll have them as a substat on a relic, or maybe it rolls into it once or twice, So maybe you'll have like 10, 15, depending on how your rolls went, right? You get 50%, so you'll be rocking more than a 50% chance on most units to not get hit with statuses. That is crazy good. Plus, if you're using her with someone like Adventurian who boosts the effect res as well, let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. You probably won't see it in the video, but you might, since Adventurian is a good sustain to this team. I'm trying to see. Yeah, for a party member with a fortified wager, their effect res increases by 50%. Fortified wager is the shield, by the way, meaning if you have E4 Robin and you have the shield from Adventurian up, you would have over 100% effect res. That's pretty damn good. Obviously, it is E4 though, but that's still absurd. Then we have E6. While the ult state is active, the crit damage for the additional physical damage caused by the ultimate increases by 450%. That means Robin has a total of 600% crit damage. Oh, but that's not all. The effect of Moonless Midnight can trigger up to 8 times, and the trigger count resets each time the ultimate is used. Yeah. 600% crit damage. That is some crazy work, man. I don't know if she becomes the best DPS. I believe she does. I haven't seen the calcs in a minute since she dropped, so I'd have to see how she compares to other characters now. But good lord, that is a lot of damage. And she does that every time someone attacks, which is pretty good, right? Very quickly before I continue on, I wanted to double check, right? The effect of Moonless Midnight can trigger up to 8 times, meaning that you get 8 attacks at the extra 450% crit damage. If I'm wrong with this, however, do let me know in the comments. I had to double check while I was gushing over the 600% crit damage, because that is a crazy nice number to see, right? Yeah, it should be 8 attacks, which is nothing to scoff at. That is a lot of damage to go off. So much that I believe it is said that Robin has the best damage increase at E6 compared to every other support, just because of how much damage she does. Not because she's giving everyone else so much damage compared to every other support at E6, it's because she does so much herself. It's like, why would I buff my character to do so much more damage when Robin does so much more damage just from this, right? But anyway, that is enough with the dupes. Robin is an extremely broken support you could run with basically everybody. Every single character, even dot teams and break teams, will love the action advance. Plus, she's doing damage on her own, which is extremely nice. Plus, you know, damage dealt by other party members, the crit damage. You can really just use her anywhere and she will, you know, do good, right? Let me know what you guys think of Robin. Do you think she's overrated or underrated, or you think that the community rates her just right? I'm very curious to see your guys' opinion. But here we are with the should you summon. Now, normally I would say, you know, oh, if you are looking for dot characters, you summon for Kafka. Or if you're looking for follow-up characters, you should summon for Topaz, right? Robin is best with follow-up attack characters, but she can be used anywhere. If you do not have 2 broken supports, the broken supports are characters such as Ruin May and Sparkle, you gotta summon. In fact, I feel like Robin, along with Adventurian, in my opinion, are 2 characters that you got to have on your account because of how absurdly good they are. Another one up for debate is Fushuan, right? She's also pretty good, but I think Adventurian is just like an incredibly broken sustain, but this video isn't about him. Robin is her. She's absolutely broken. The only way I can see you in any capacity leaving this patch without Robin, I'd say summon her over Fei Zhao, over Black Swan, and Kafka, funny enough, who I believe is going to be the worst of the picks, right, for the most people, or just the least summon on. I think the only way you leave here without Robin is if you have a team like Break, like you have Firefly's team, or you have another DPS team that works just fine and you're fine with that, and you really want to build Dot. In that case, Kafka would be a good pickup. And I know people are going to be like, oh my god, Dot's not that good, why would you summon for Dot? Dot's not meta compared to the other characters. Bro, I can bring my Dot team in like 2, 3, 4 cycle, right? Which is good. You don't need to be 1 or 0 cycling everything. If a team can consistently beat endgame modes, as long as they are not making it to where the second team has to pick up the slack, they are fine. They work. So if you really like Dot and you want to summon for Kafka, that is a-okay. Otherwise, you 1,000,000% got to summon for Robin. Next patch is Topaz and Linxia. If you have an E6 Gallagher, technically an E2 Gallagher, you don't need Linxia from what I've seen so far, right? Obviously, when her details drop, if she has some like crazy ass stuff going on that didn't tell us, sure, I'll retract that statement. Topaz is good, but Robin is a way better pickup for follow-up attack team by herself compared to Topaz by herself, right? So you'll have enough time to get enough currency to have a good shot at getting Rappa if you want her, or potentially the reruns there. Please summon for Robin. She is such a good investment for every account. Otherwise, that'll be it for the video. Let me know if you guys are summoning for Robin in the comments, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.